Aquarius, welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of July 6th, guys. We are just going to be finishing off that 4th of July, that lunar eclipse energy, and just know that any fatigue, any exhaustion, any kind of really desire to just be with yourself is super normal. And I'm talking to an air sign here, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to be out of the norm for you to just want time to think, to decompress from all of the energy. If you're here in the States, I really hope you enjoyed your holiday weekend. Now, this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, so please be sure to check all three. And if this is your first time watching me, thank you. If it resonates, please like, subscribe, comment down below, or just share it with someone you feel this can serve. All right, Aquarius, let's get started. Whew. Dang, Aquarius. Some choices to be made here. I think this is going to be really, really good for you. Yes. And a theme for the week. Here we go. The High Priestess, the Strength card, the Decision card, the Sun card, all major arcanas, the Six of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Swords. The theme of the week is the World, another major arcana. You guys are making some really pivotal decisions this week that really are transforming you and your life, where you go on from here. So what I see here too, there's probably going to be a little bit of a removal of the self from relationships or even just an environment. You start out with the High Priestess, Aquarius, so really with the beginning of the week, let's get still, let's get quiet, so no busyness, let's decompress, go into meditation, prayer, write out that pro and con list, but it's about coming from a place of alignment first. Okay, so it's really saying the universe is guiding you. This is divine intervention in some way, and you're being given this guidance, but you really can't hear it if your mind is too loud or you're too distracted. So they're saying, please, please, please go into that meditation, go for that walk in nature, have that deep sleep. You hear my dog in the background. Go into prayer, whatever it is you believe in, because the divine is not just trying to give you peace, but clarity, psychic, open up to those instincts. Now you have the Strength card with the Decision card, and for me as a reader, the Strength card is the card of breakups, but it's not just romantic, it's familial, friendships, old jobs. But these environments are not healthy for you, Aquarius, because we have this Ten of Swords here. There is a situation that has just ended. It's done, boo. It's done. Take a bow, curtain call. You're meant to embrace new things. What kind of is keeping you back when you have the Decision card? This is not new to you, Aquarius. This is something that you've been kind of weighing back and forth on. And I'm sure this lunar eclipse didn't make it any easier, but that's what an eclipse does. It just breaks things that don't serve you, and it's a kind of little band-aid rip. But you have to release yourself, Aquarius, not just from the relationship or the environment, but you have to release yourself from the attachment to whatever this idea is, this old pattern and cycle, because it's keeping you stuck. When you have the Decision card, you're just lacking confidence. And you know what? That's normal when we're afraid, when we're not sure, we're overthinking, air sign. But your worry is unnecessary. It's very just more lack based or insecurity or what ifs, but you're going to have a beautiful outcome. You have the Sun card. Once you make this decision, Aquarius, and by the way, this can be old childhood friends, this can be certain family members, but this energy is keeping you stuck or in a certain mental space or in a certain environment, or maybe it's making you negative. Maybe during all of this quarantine, you're like, I just cannot be with this roommate, or I just can't live with my girlfriend or my boyfriend. I just realized I love my family, but we're on just two different wavelengths, and it's just toxic to me. Do you know? And self-love is never a bad thing. Okay, now the Sun card. You're going to feel so damn good once you do this, Aquarius. You're going to feel like you can breathe. You're going to feel a lot lighter. You're going to feel a lot happier. You're going to be a lot clearer so that you can actually focus on the aspects of your life that you're trying to bring up. You're going to notice things are going to flow a lot smoothly with work. Everything is just going to flow, Aquarius. We have the Six of Cups with the Five of Swords. Now, this has to do with toxic situations that we might have had in our past, in our childhood. It could be also mental mindsets. But when you have the Five of Swords, that's a person, place, or thing or environment that's just toxic. It's just negative. But when you have it from the Six of Cups, this can be childhood friends. This can be patterns we picked up as children. This can even be our own children. But they're saying, look, release your attachments to these old ways. I understand that to some degree we just say, well, that's how I was raised, or that was my experience, or that's just how things are. No, boo, it's how you decide. And the end of the day, it's how you decide whether you want to break cycles, patterns, karma. And this is really about you releasing your attachment to certain people or certain patterns in your life, because it's done. You have the Knight of Wands. Off you go. Follow your passion, your own thought, your own vision, your own creative pursuits. Go, go, go. You guys are really, I think some of you guys might even be physically moving. So let's say you live with somebody, you're like, it's done. Out you go. The Knight of Wands is someone who kind of gets on the horse and leaves. Wands are very action oriented, actually leaving places, but you might need to. You might even have to leave a job. Maybe you're like, well, I've been here forever. I love my coworkers, but if it doesn't feel good, if it's toxic, if it's negative, it doesn't value you, out, leave. Yeah, maybe it was your dream, but now you're recognizing, hey, I don't like this. I don't like this. I was going to be a professor. I realized Turkey for university wasn't what I thought, so I left. I had my dream for a long time, but it wasn't working for me. This could be the same thing. Release that attachment, release that emotional attachment as best you can. Let it be. Let what's going to come, what's going to go, and let that be so. The Ten of Swords, again, that's done. It's the end of situations. Embrace the opportunities for happiness and put the past behind you, Aquarius, because you're trying to elevate. Now, the theme of the week is the world, right? That's the completions of cycle, spiritual completion of lessons. And I love the world because not only did you complete something, it's not just the endings of stuff, it's a completion of cycles, of lessons, of growth, in order for you to embrace this new level of being. There's a lot of happy endings that are going to come from this, even if you don't see it right now, but you're going to feel so relieved, Aquarius, so relieved. So thank and bless the things that have come, and with blessing, let it go, and embrace the opportunities and people and energies that are coming in to replace it. I hope this serves you. If you like a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, a healing session, my link is down below. I also have my love package on Patreon. So if any of you guys would like that subscription, you have access to all of my love readings every week, all the 12 signs. That link's down below too, guys. Otherwise, have a beautiful week, and I will see you next week for next week's readings.